Welcome back to Winning in the Wind. Happy Monday, and Monday means it's time for Q&A. If you have questions that you would like me to answer in a video, please send them to winninginthewind@gmail.com, and I'll make a video for you if I know the answer. Today's question comes from Jeff in Western Australia. Jeff is shooting FTR with a converted Palmer rifle. Because he currently has a 13 twist barrel, Jeff is working with the Berger 155.5 grain full bore bullet. Jeff's question is, as a newer shooter, and without running a ballistic app, is there a rough rule of thumb for windage adjustments in a set wind speed and direction for different ranges? Well, Jeff, thank you for your question. I appreciate it. Let's get right into it. As a really rough rule of thumb, you would double your windage in minutes of angle from 300 to 600 yards, then double it again from 600 to 1,000 yards. This is the kind of math that I can do in my head, but is it really effective? Let's look at a couple of examples in a 10-mile-an-hour direct crosswind. For my .284 Winchester with pointed Berger 180 grain hybrids and a muzzle velocity of 2,800 feet per second, I get a 300-yard wind drift of 1.4 minutes of angle. At 600 yards, it's 3 minutes of angle, but at 1,000 yards, it's only 5.5 minutes of angle. If we had applied the rule of thumb, we would have been off by 2/10 at 1,000 yards. Not too bad. Doubling the 2.8 minutes we calculated for 600 yards makes 5.6 minutes for 1,000 yards, within 1/10. If we had actual data at 600 yards, we would have been off by 4/10. Now let's take a different bullet. Jeff is shooting the Berger 155.5 grain full bore bullet with a muzzle velocity of 3,000 feet per second. A great combination that I used when I shot FTR. Now our 300-yard windage is 2 minutes. At 600 yards, it's 4.4 minutes, and at 1,000 yards, it's 8.8 minutes. Our rough rule of thumb suffers significantly with this bullet. We're off at 600 yards by 4/10 and 8/10 at 1,000 yards based on calculating from 300. If we were doubling actual windage from 600 yards, the 1,000-yard wind drift would be spot on. I find this kind of error rate to be a little too much for real usefulness in F-class, when trying to make discrete wind calls, that is. I use a different method for my shooting. I go to jbmballistics.com and use a trajectory microcard function to create a card for each rifle and load. The website is free to use and one of the most powerful and useful ballistics calculators I've found. Printed out, they're about half the size of a credit card with just the ranges I need printed on them. I can tape these inside my ammo box, to the backside of my Mirage shield, or inside my cap. It works to give you both a handy reference for your dial-up and your windage at any range. Even if conditions are not the same as the card, it will still get you much closer than any rule of thumb as you change ranges. I've learned a lot about external ballistics from shooting long range, but I have to recommend some reading. This is Applied Ballistics for Long Range Shooting by Brian Litz. The cover and pages are well worn, as I refer to it and reread it frequently. Much of what I know was gleaned from reading this book and a few others written by Brian. I'll leave links in the description. Back to Jeff's question. Jeff, I hope I answered your question. Friends, if you're watching this video and you have a question you'd like answered in another video, please email me at winninginthewind@gmail.com. Until next week, shoot straight, and I'll see you in the next video.